In December of 2020, Sandra Lindsay, a critical care nurse at the time, made headlines in history when she became the first person in the United States to be vaccinated against COVID-19. She was later honored with the Presidential Medal of Freedom.
She's sharing her experience in a new book, First in Line, How COVID-19 Placed Me on the Front Lines of a Healthcare Crisis. Sandra joins us now. Sandra, thanks for being with us.
Hello, good morning. Thanks for having me.
So Sandra, I have to say, back in the, when we were in the throes of this pandemic, and I remember seeing video of you getting the first shot, and I thought, I don't want to be Sandra. I don't want to be the first person. Were you scared at all?
Not at all. As a matter of fact, I was so excited that, the vaccines were finally here, and I was privileged enough to have a shot at it, no pun intended, not knowing that I would be first in line, but just knew that I wanted to get vaccinated.
But think back to that time. I mean, I think CNN had live pictures of the vaccine rolling in trucks, out of the manufacturing facility. There was such hope when that vaccine came out, and now, or not now, but quickly, it became this symbol of divide. Did you ever in a million years imagine the COVID vaccine itself would be as divisive as it became?
Not at all. As a matter of fact, that was one of the shockers for me, because I thought that, considering what we all went through together, we would all be rushing to get the vaccine to just put this devastating time behind us. And so that was quite a shocker for me.
Did you have any problems with side effects? I mean, the first time out, I know these things get perfected over time.
No side effects, some mild soreness at the site, which was expected. I had a harder time with the shingles vaccine than I did with the COVID vaccine. I was at the vaccine site at 8 in the morning. I did not get home until 10 p.m. at night. And then I was up at 4 a.m. to do morning shows. So I just kept going, mild soreness, nothing else.
I talk to people, we say you're a nurse, but I don't think that accurately describes what you do. You are a lead critical care unit nurse at Long Island's Jewish Medical Center, and you were in the heart of COVID when it hit. Talk about your experiences.
Absolutely. So I served as the director of nursing at Northwell's Long Island Jewish Medical Center. And in that capacity, I run a few of our ICUs, or all of our ICUs actually. And during that time, we had to build out additional space to accommodate the volumes of patients that were coming in requiring our services. That's where the sickest patients are in the hospital, and our beds quadrupled.
And it was scary back then. You guys were it was scary going to work for you guys.
Yeah, every day I went to work in fear, not knowing if I would come home. And that's exactly what I would say to my friends and family. Going out in the morning, I'm going in, I don't know what will happen, don't know if I'm going to make it back home.
So now we're nearly 4 years later. You've written this book. What do you hope will be people's takeaway after reading it?
Well, I hope people will get a deeper understanding of the person, Sandra Lindsay, all my adversities, my challenges, my accomplishments and accolades, migrating from Jamaica to the United States with a dream of wanting to be a nurse. And then finally accomplishing that dream. I hope they'll get a deeper understanding of some of the issues that are important to me, that I think we need to solve for, some social issues, as I experienced when I came to the United States, and they're still happening. And those were some of the factors behind why certain populations, Black and brown populations, were more affected than other populations. It's also a hopeful story, and it's a call to action for all of us to come together to achieve meaningful change in this country and ensure better health for all.
Well, the book is First in Line, How COVID-19 Placed Me on the Front Lines of a Healthcare Crisis. For more, you can follow Sandra on all the socials. Thank you, Sandra, to you and all the first responders who were in the line of fire when COVID hit. We appreciate you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Have a great day.